In our training video today, we're going to take a look at unsolicited quotes. So first, once we're in our project, we're going to navigate to our Estimate tab. Within our Estimate tab, we're going to go to our menu here, and we're going to navigate to our Vendor's Quote page. Once inside our Vendor's Quote page, we're going to go to our Add New button, and we're going to choose our Unsolicited Quotes option here. Now, what is an unsolicited quote in RedTeam? Traditionally, our general kind of workflow is that you would create a request for quote within RedTeam. So you would solicit your quote out of RedTeam. You would send that, and then you would receive a quote back from your vendor for a certain cost code in your project. Now, you would use an unsolicited quote in the case that you already have a quote in hand to kind of save you the step from sending out that request for quote directly from RedTeam. So we're inside our unsolicited quote page. What we're going to do first is we're going to select a vendor. This will give us a list of vendors that we have in our database. I'm going to go ahead and select 100% reliable plumbing. We're going to choose the cost code that this quote is being applied to. We'll say plumbing. We'll choose the date of this unsolicited quote. This is going to auto default to today's date, so we can change this if needed. We're going to choose a vendor contact from our vendor. So we'll say here. We're going to choose a default category, so whether that's labor, subcontract, material, equipment, or other. We'll go ahead and say this is a subcontract quote. We're going to put in our total bid amount. So I'm going to say our bid was for $3,000. We're going to be able to choose a requester, so who from your company requested this quote. You're going to have the option to choose when you save this unsolicited quote. Do you want it to be in draft status or committed? We'll go ahead and select committed. You can add any special instructions that were on that quote from your vendor. Down here in our attachment section is where you can upload the actual quote that you have, whether it be a PDF, email. You can add that file here by dragging and dropping or adding file. And last, what you're going to want to do is scroll down to the bottom and select the items within that cost code package that the vendor is bidding on. So are they bidding on all of the items under that cost code? We can select the box next to the cost code, and that'll select all the items for us. Or you can go through and check each item by item for the items that they are quoting on. Once you're done filling that out, we're going to select our Save button. We're going to get a confirmation message. From here, we can create an action item or close out. We're going to go ahead and close. And that's going to take us back to our main Manage Vendor Quotes for Original Scope page. Under our cost code that we used our plumbing cost code. We are now going to see our quote that we just added from our vendor. From there, as we start getting